LFGS. It's a little delayed on the casting. PSI should show up. Nozark was supposed to cast and then their computer died, decided to overheat and say not today. Tonight's match we have Izanami versus Last Disaster Final Stand. We're currently waiting on Izanami's pick for Hero Ban. Izanami also picked Antarctic for the first map. I think this is going to be a pretty tough matchup for Izanami just because LD Final Stand, they are second seed for the tournament. First seed so far is Fireside Fireflies, so I'm hoping Izanami will be able to take a map off and or make it a really close fight because I remember seeing a post from like Slipstream complimenting one team. Slipstream ended up 5-0ing a team, but they said it was super close, and the 5-0 doesn't speak to the volume of competitiveness that was happening during the match. So I'm hoping Izanami can give the same for Last Disaster Final Stand. I can actually show you guys what we got. Let me go to standings. I'll bring it over here. It's probably not the most. It's really bad. Yeah, you can't actually tell here, but here are the results from week 5. So Izanami won theirs, and it looks like. Oh wait, what is this? Okay, they banned Genji. Okay, the Genji ban. Genji, doo doo doo, Genji. Alright, so we have a Genji ban. And then roster is Omega Dog? Let's see, move. Oh no, Doggo. There's Doggo, Fearless. Fearless for Skeleman? Fearless for Skeleman. Let's see. We have Dog, Yuki. Oh, let's see. Lady, Skella. Come on, did it swap? What? Oh my gosh, come on, game. Game bugging out. Where's Dog? Dog turds, Yuki, Lady, Skella, and then who else? Doobie. LD Final Stand. Does this lineup look correct for Scalman for Fearless? Okay. Red spec only. Red spec only. Blue spec only. Blue spec only. Does this... you joining PSI? Thank you. Yep. Good to infer. Yes, thank you. Okay. I'm waiting on PSI to... You are? Okay. Well, both teams are R. No, I'm gonna wait for you. That's why I said I was gonna wait. Uh, okay.
Cheese.
All right. All right. Both teams are on. Now we're just chilling. Anyways, those are the results. So LD Final Stand, Freak Watch Alpha was able to take one map off of them. But when it comes to standings, let's see, invite. Yes, I. Mark as red spec only done. Make, what is it? Not make owner. Where's spectate all? Okay. Looks like we have everyone in their proper. Okay. Hello, PSI. Anyways, I was saying, so yeah, so it's, you can barely tell on Discord, but it's Fireside Fireflies, then LD Final Stand, and then Izanami is at the 8th mark, almost, if maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yep. So Izanami just makes it for the playoffs. If it pans out. Alrighty, chat, let me pull up PSI again. There we go. And then go to casting, and they banned Genji. So you have a Lucio Genji ban. Alright. Well. Let's see what they roll out on. Okay, so both teams are going to be on the Ramatra comp. How exciting. Looking forward to see. Typically, in order, it's like a mind game. Whichever Ramatra uses Nemesis form first ends up losing, or not necessarily like losing, but like has less of a stronger hold.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it looks like some slight differences. The LD gonna roll out on the Sojourn. They're gonna have a little more poke, a little more range to work with than Izanami.
No, it looks like both teams are taking the high ground, which is really good. I already have Scalman low. The wall's already expended, which is actually really good for Izanami. Good job.
Good for Izanami. Unfortunately, they used their lamp as well.
Yeah. Ooh, and forgot Yuki. Oh my gosh. What a right click. And it's a not an even fight, but it looks like Izanami's gonna have to back up. And now it's just kind of a cleanup fight with LD Final Stand capping the point.
There's unfortunately some late staggers there. It's kind of surprising Dog Turds got out initially.
Having that Juno speed is really, really crucial for your either engages or disengages. So I think that's probably what helped Dog get out without having to be yeeted back into spawn. Right, we already got Suzu and Tiffy burned from Batman. Maybe Izanami can take advantage of that. And Enfer is super low, but it's able. Yeah.
Almost got the Juno. She managed to get out.
Yeah. Really good Junos can be super slippery. Ooh, and oh no, Yuki gets picked off.
Izanami will have to back up. Looks like they're already out.
Yeah, we have almost 3 alts coming. I mean, 4 alts coming from LD Final Stand, and these are some really powerful ones. You got Rush, Freeze, and Ramatra's Nemesis. And
yeah, LD definitely has the upper hand here. So the window, they could potentially burn someone if they manage to catch him out. I'd like to see them time the window with that May wall.
Right, that would be good. Ooh, Dog Turds gets Enfer, which is fantastic. Oh, that's kind of a trade. But Izanami's now down Down 2.
They're even at the moment.
Right.
3 versus 3 on point.
Ooh, and
Izanami
Yuki's
will
caught
take
off
the
on...
flip.
Yes, they will, but I don't know how long they'll be able to hold it. Oh no! Doobie gets her ult cancelled. And that's
Quick flip, actually. We'll see. This will be first map to LD.
Yes. Ooh.
I will speak to you in the language you understand.
That is some pretty high tempo that I'm seeing from Last Disaster Final Stand. They played it slow, which was good. They were able to burn the lamp. They made a good wall.
Ready for battle.
And then once they got that initial pick, then they just kind of held W from there.
Can I give you a tip? Sure.
There were good wall placements, I think, from both teams. I like the walls from both of the maze. It just seems that LD Final Stand has maybe had just the better off angles to get picks, and I mean, seeing their support line, they're basically never zero death gang, essentially.
I mean, realistically, I'd like to see Izanami just capitalize on the wall a little bit faster. Pick a target, burn them down, and you can take your fight win off of that.
Yeah. Ooh, we got a wall out, which is really great. Which has the dog surge is pretty low. You have to block in order to live. Great lamp though.
And the wall comes out while they're low.
Oh.
The scary position to be in.
Right. Great wall, honestly, from Lady to protect dog turds, but unfortunately she gets picked off and from Emperor's right click, and Suzu's already used, but oh no,
Yep,
Doobie gets picked too.
Yeah, LD's gonna walk through him now.
Yeah.
It seems to me watching this that really where LD's standing out is they're being more patient with their resources, and they're waiting for Izanami to make resource mistakes and then capitalizing on it. So it kind of puts it in Izanami's hand to watch their resources. If they're not burning them early, then LD has less to capitalize on.
I see. So like the burning of the wall, burning of the lamp already, or
burning the wall, burning the lamp early. Not having formatting trapped by a wall, staying in when you're low, things like that.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, good block.
Oh, the Sojourn almost died.
Almost
He has to leave the fight.
Right.
They can
A
capitalize
great
on the 4v5.
window from.
That was a good
I
window.
love
I'd like to
this
see them
window.
chase now. They have the upper hand. They need to quit standing behind the window and go chase down these remaining kills.
Right. Ooh. Oh, and Salmon just goes past that window and gets punished for it.
Now it could still go either way.
Yeah,
The Juno is 1 for LD.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Izanami hasn't capped the point, so it's just a fight cleanup, honestly. That was a great window, but no pressure on point, and I guess that makes sense because you gotta like win the fight before you can pressure point. But unfortunately, Izanami wasn't able to fully capitalize and win the fight.
It does, but that's a very common mistake we see from teams is you get your pick off the window and then stay behind the window instead of pressing your advantage, and they fell into that same trap that a lot of other teams do as well.
Right. Yeah.
But no, we are going in. It does look like,
Looks like
about even, honestly, on our ult economy.
Ooh, and oh no, Lady
that's a
gets
first
picked off.
pick for LD.
Right. I do like this Juno ult.
Yes, they definitely needed
Very
it. It's going
good one.
across point.
Yeah, but oh, Skelman gets good.
It's still even. It could go either way.
Oh, Dog Turds gets a really good pick with their ultimate, getting Infer.
Yeah, and the DPS are going to have to back.
Right. And looks like
That's a good late pick as well. That's going to stagger them another 5-6 seconds.
Dr. Panda couldn't get out and had to be back in spawn. But with Juno's speed, they should be able to regroup pretty quickly. Now, Izanami has 0 ultimates, and so they're really going to have to do a lot of kiting and fight planning to figure out how to survive. Freeze and Rush and Juno, I mean, those are all super dangerous.
They're at a big disadvantage. If they can win this fight, though, they might be able to level that advantage.
But when Yuki gets picked off on the first fight, and because Izanami has to back up, Dog Surge is trying, and Lady also gets picked. Oh, it's just
Fortunately, that looks like it'll be it. They just can't maintain through 3 ultimates.
Yeah, I mean, oh, and yeah, I just
Freeze! Don't move.
Doggo
Welcome to
got their nemesis form. Ah.
LD will take the first map.
Mhm.
But it didn't seem too terribly far off. They ran away with both maps, but honestly, a lot of it came down to just the level of patience that they had, and then playing the
Mm,
old economy. Things that Izanami could easily make up for in future maps.
right.
It doesn't look like one team was significantly outskilling the other.
Yeah, I would say that the tempo though of Last Disaster Final Stand definitely goes in favor to them. Oh, let me update the scoreboard. Um, I think more patience, but it's so hard to practice patience.
It is.
Izanami, your map pick. Well, I think patience and then also distancing, because I noticed that Omega Dog was able to just like get some gnarly punches, like piercing through everybody, and really they got their ultimate super quickly. Okay.
They definitely are, but it's kind of watching it. It is down to that patience. They wait
Mm.
for Izanami to extend their resources, and then after that, he's going in with the Nemesis form and punching through when they don't really have anything to answer for it. Something that
Mm.
while it will lose you fights, it is something they could easily correct for.
Mhm. Gotcha.
We'll see if they'll be able to make those changes in the further maps. We've seen a lot of teams, including us, struggle with Antarctica.
Yes. I'll stand your oh. Okay. Izanami, your hero again. Okay, so we're swapping sides. I read the Ramatra is the ban. Is Anami. Izanami, and this is LD final stand. We'll move Luis over here. Make them a red spec, blue spec, red spec, blue spec, blue spec. I want to make sure I did that correct. So you have red, 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 blue, blue, blue. Okay, they banned May, so we have a Ramatra May ban. So they want to try to get rid of some Barali types. Goodbye, Ramatra. Goodbye, Ram. I guess that's the same thing. Goodbye, May. Okay. Uh. Alright, let me mark that over here. So we have a May and a Ram ban. Okay. I want to pause. First, pause for LD final stand. Okay, chat. Well, this is the first pause for LD final stand, so that means I can eat a little bit of my food. Oh, you did make a bagel. Are you gonna let me have a bite, PSI? Yes, I'm requesting a bite, please. Thank you. I have to go all over. Mm. Gotta meet halfway. Thank you. mm. Ooh, you put. So good. Chat, that's my puppy. He's a year old, this Oryx boy. So cute. And then Misty's right there. Okay. So play more patiently. And then I think the thing is, like, when you play patient, I did also catch that you're saying they do need to capitalize. You said when the May put the wall out, that they need to, like, react to it quicker.
Right. I think kind of the point of my comments is that while the maps did seem to heavily favor LD Final Stand, I think the teams are close enough that with some little tweaks, Izanami could give them a run for their money. But they have to make those tweaks, and they have to start capitalizing on the things that LD is capitalizing on, so they can kind of match the tempo, capitalize in the same situations that they are.
Okay. Oh shit. Put this over here. Okay. When they asked for that pause, I kind of.
And it would be interesting to see
The roster's kind
what LD would do
of.
if Izanami didn't give them those situations to work with. Because it seems to me LD Final Stand right now is mostly winning their fights off of waiting for Izanami to burn resources and then going in. And it's a pretty straightforward plan to follow. Just stay back, don't die, don't take too much poke, force out resources, and then go all in. So what does LD's final plan become when you don't give them those opportunities anymore? We'll just kind of have to see if they're able to attempt that or not.
I guess it'd be like what, a poking game between each other. I will say, like, they must be pumping out a lot of damage to force out Izanami's cooldowns, though, right?
They're pumping out a good amount of damage, but I would also like to see Izanami use more natural cover, because they're kind of just going out and taking the poke fight. But the difference is that they're more out in the open, and so they're taking more damage because of it. It's making it harder for Izanami's supports to keep up. And then when you have that difference, when dogs down to half because they just can't keep up, it's kind of a go sign for LD to walk in.
I see. Ooh, we have Batman Chicken Jockey.
Especially after Nem is out, which is a recurring pattern we saw from LD there, is they waited for Nem to go out and then they walked.
Swap Doobie for Luisio. I see. Doobie for Luisio. Can you swap Doobie for Luisio? Swaps have been made, and yes, it is much easier for okay. All right. Okay, so it looks like we have this chicken jockey can't figure out how to turn off enhanced broadcasting. GG's, my streamer not giving me content. Yeah. Okay. So W. All right. So now what we're waiting for is Izanami. Oh my gosh. A lot of chatters in chat. Izanami R. Did you see an R from Izanami? I don't think I did. Okay, alright. Looks like we got R's all around, so I'm gonna swap it over, chat.
Now entering King's Row.
We'll put that there. We'll put this over here. God, when your name's so chonky, it like cuts off everything. Oh boy. Put this over here. Put this over.
Ready for battle.
Oh my gosh. Let me pick up Izanami. Pick up their logo and move that over. Okay. Looks good enough, chat. Alright, so we have both teams on the Reinhardt. We have a little bit of a different variation. It looks like Izanami's going a more traditional route. Still a little not fully traditional because you have a Bastion. Typical brawls like Mei, Cass, or like Mei, Reaper.
Definitely the same idea with the brawl, but very different lineups for doing it. We'll have to see which one pays out.
And I see Batman and Ana, and I freaking love Ana. But a good Reinhardt can block those nades. And now with nade being on like a 14-second cooldown, have to use it judiciously. Good fire strike going through. Doctor does already have to. They're gonna have to stabilize a bit. I like these fire strikes. I mean, the Doctor's definitely landing them because they do have a higher ult charge. Nade is out, but it's not gonna really do too much. Oh, and sleep is used, but it gets nobody. Great charge going on off of Omega Dog, and ooh, Doctor's gonna get a little punished for it, but it's even technically.
We also see a huge save from Lucio keeping the Reaper off of the Widow.
Yeah, great pick from Yucatan, like phenomenal. And it looks like there's a Reaper just kind of like chilling in the theater room.
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't really have a way to chase the Reaper, and it probably wouldn't be advisable for Lucio to go after him.
Right, yeah. Ooh! Oh.
So Yuki doesn't have Lucio to save them this time.
No, not that. There's not that peel. Which is understandable. Now look, Doctors already has their Shatter, which is fantastic. I mean, honestly, now it's like a mind game. Who's gonna block Shatter? Who's gonna get the fat Shatter? Which team's gonna follow up on the good Shatters? I like seeing the classic Rhyme Ryan. It seems like every single time Doctors drops a shield, that Batman is trying to get some damage put out. Ooh, and Shatter!
Huge
Shatter! Yes!
That was definitely the right call from them too, because Doctors are slowly but surely catching up on the ult charge there.
Yeah.
I know the goal's gonna be to stay out ahead on the Shatters.
Yeah.
And just like that, a couple fire strikes already back to 30%.
Yeah, okay, so my bad, chat. I got them slightly mixed up. So that was Omega Dog from Final Stand who has the higher.
If we have the Reaper waiting to drop him in Blossom.
Oh, and there's the boss. Great lamp coming out though, but unfortunately Lady gets picked off, and great job Yucatan picking off Enfer, but it's just kind of a cleanup fight right now. Oh, and Sweet Baptiste Skella can't get out, which I think a nice reset is honestly is good.
A good reset, and also at this point, if they move quickly enough, Izanami has a little bit of an ult advantage. If they try to play this out and play the long fight, they're gonna even it out.
Yeah.
With LD.
Yeah, we have a good window to utilize from Skella. That should give them a bit more breathing space, but I mean, Omega Dog has another Shatter, and oh my gosh. Good beat coming out from Lucio, though.
They need to pressure out this Reaper, though. No one's looking at him.
Right. They're like, oh, Reaper no Wraith?
Does get the Shatter, no kills off of it, though. They do manage to deal with that Reaper in the back, though.
Dog Turd gets taken down. Which is gonna hurt a bit for Izanami, but they seem to be doing their best stabilizing, waiting for them. They have a good Bastion ult. Doesn't get anybody, but does make space. Unfortunately, Yucatan gets fire struck, and Omega Dog is already at 7% shatter.
Yeah, Omega's landing a lot of fire strikes.
Yeah. Ooh. Another shatter down, and Emperor with their Juno. I mean, Juno is so powerful.
A good cleanup. They didn't really need to use the shatter there. The fight was kind of already won with it. But it looks like both teams are about even on ult economy now.
Yeah. We have Scalman with their ultimate. I probably would see like a nice little off angle. Yucatan will also have theirs, and probably gonna watch a Sojourn v Sojourn. I like this ring. It allows LD Final Sin to kind of disengage a little bit while they stabilize, get their health back. Yucatan pops their ult first. Windows popped as well, and great elimination from Omega Dog.
Great Olin, they do need to deal with this Reaper in the back. They seem to just be kiting at the moment.
Yeah.
Although Izanami has enough of a lead now, they're probably just going to have to back out. This should be a streets cap for Izanami.
Yeah. Now maybe Dr. Panda's gonna do that TPN and pop the ult and force him to not cap, but someone's gotta be doing some scouting. I see them. They look like, oh, and great job with Skeleton
It was a
and
good
Lucio.
touch. Ooh, Omega with a huge fire strike.
Yes. I mean, that nano fire strike is just almost as powerful as a fire strike through a window.
Whew. Oh, that was very surprising. That was very well played by LD. I'm very happy to see too that you saw Doctor went in, got the touch, made it so that the so LD could get back. But did not try to 1v5 with the ult. That was very smart, holding the ult.
That is
for the next fight.
A very good restraint, that's for sure. Because if I were Dr. Panda, I would have pressed Q and then insta died. But you know, I mean, they did die, but they, like you said, they didn't burn their ult, which is good. Honestly,
Yep, they got the touch, maintained long enough for their team to get back.
right. Now it looks like Izanami's taking a longer rotation through the alleyway. It's a bit dangerous, but ooh, Dr. Panda gets two, and it's just gonna be a cleanup fight. Now, I wonder what Omega Dog's gonna do. There's only like, oh, Izanami isn't able to touch. Ooh, I just realized.
You know, I didn't think they were gonna have it. That was a huge retake.
I mean,
by LD on streets there.
Great nano. You have to give it to LD Final Stand's Ana player. Like, without that nano, I don't think they would have won that, like, at all. Or I think Izanami would have capped, is my opinion. Because that nano, maybe Fire Strike might have, because Fire Strike is 100 damage. And then nano, like, amplifies it. So I don't know how low Izanami players were when they got Fire Struck, so maybe they would have died regardless without the nano, but, like, the nano allowed Omega Dog to just sustain and freely swing about. Oh, let's go. Oh, look at random greens. Look at that support. Let's go, Izanami. You guys got this. They clear these LD frauds. Oh, don't talk to me until I've had my fat shatter. Dog turd looks that. Pink diff, oh no. Come on, dog. Oh. We believe in you. Omega is just Thanos on Orion. I mean, maybe. Skella doing too much. Skella is trying their hardest.
We're gonna have very similar, but not quite the same comps rolling out this time.
I like the Arista. Okay, Arista means you're gonna sustain longer. I can see why we're going Mercy. I guess Mercy is to pocket the Ash. They're gonna do more of a poke comp.
Well, and keep in mind too, like you don't necessarily have to win the fight on defense.
Right.
You really just need to waste a whole bunch of time. That's unfortunate having the Lucio go down. They're not gonna have their res now.
That fire strike from Omega Dog, like, oh my goodness, good accuracy. And
Yeah,
unfortunately,
we've definitely seen Doggo popping off with the fire strikes today.
yeah. Now Infer is super low, but they're able to stabilize closer to corner out of LOS of Izanami and keep it up.
Looks like Izanami's going to attempt the touch. There's tick number 2.
Yeah, Spin is already used. Fortify is burned a bit early, I think. It just kind of... Oh, Skella gets picked off by Skullman, and Dogturt's gonna be hard to live with, without your main, or I guess your clutch support hard pocketing.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of good value plays from both Omega and Dr. Panda. The Reaper's just doing work in the back, kind of getting left alone. And either getting the kills or distracting enough that Doggo's able to pop off.
Right. Well, I wonder if they're treating this Reaper kind of like a Pharah, as like if the Reaper's backline, you just run forward and try to negate the Reaper's value.
It's definitely a good plan, but you do have to turn around when he starts to catch up to you.
Oh my god, another fire strike. I wonder if they do like aim labs for fire strikes. I don't think so. It's too dangerous, in my opinion, to get the res. And when the sport needs, when everyone else needs a bit more support,
This is a 4v4 up here. We'll see if they're able to do anything.
Maybe Dog Turds can cancel the shatter with Javelin Spear? Ooh! Walking through the window, I like this. Oh, Reinhardt just absolutely walking past Dog Turds. Oh no, it's just a fight cleanup for a final stand. You know, I do like Batman's positioning. I think overall they're aggressive enough to land nades and pocket, but also safe enough to not just insta-die. So we got Valk out right now, but ooh, Luisio's not gonna make it. Oh, good attempt though. Yeah.
You know, we keep calling out the same people, but it's definitely some good plays coming in from the rest of the teammates as well.
Yeah, I do believe supports are kind of like the unsung heroes, not so much. Oh, bad shatter. I mean, great target priority. I've definitely been that Ryan where I shatter and then I just run out what's in front of me, which I would have tried to kill the Reinhardt, but
even in that clip there, you saw the good nade timing coming out as soon as that shatter lands.
Right. Yep. Yes. Okay, so now we have Izanami. Did they GM for Honor and Glory? Izanami, your map pick. I wonder if I should put hero band so I don't have to keep swapping. Maybe I'll add that as a text. No, not an image. We'll cancel. I need to... Did they say something? My bad, chat. Remove that image. Are you sure you want to remove that image? Yes. So... Let me... Nah, that's fine. That's fine. It's not that big of a problem. Alright. We have this person. They go down here. They'll have blue spec only. Where's my text? Text. We'll do hero band, so then I can... Oh my Jesus, this hero bands is massive. Wait, hero bands like right down here. That way, chat, I don't have to constantly keep swapping and like... Looks good enough. Alright. What we got in chat? Let's see. So it looks like we have select recent message sent by user. Batman positioning bro plays on like the worst angles. Was going to sleep you casually. Okay, that's just hater. Hello, we have some nice little bantering going on in in the casting. Also, thank you for showing up and supporting your team. We're supporting the teams. Alright, it looks like Izanami wants Servasa. Servasa, let's see. Okay, second pause for LD final. Look, me and random guy sweep these frauds. Yeah, we got random greens and Jaden is short. Isn't only full holds this, you get 10 kills for whatever every fight. I do like the friendly supporting here and there. Mazzy. Someone has joined LFGS. Okay, oh, cool. I'm watching the stream where I can see it, Dream duo right here. Jaden is short and random greens. Kind of a cool duo to see. Alrighty. Well, we're on a pause, so so I knew this was going to be a really tough matchup for Tsunami. And honestly, I think they're definitely doing their best, and it's good to see that they were able to cap Kings Row and push it almost to second point. So it's not like they're getting completely full held. It's not an absolute one-sided game or matchup, which is good. And I'm starting to see what you mean by Izanami like burning their cooldowns and then LD Final Stand capitalizing on that. They definitely have a lot of patience for the, I guess. It's not even slower game because they seem to just be able to just dump out a lot of damage, which
They're
forces
dumping a lot of
cooldowns.
damage, but they also have a lot of their own resources because for the most part they're staying pretty safe and waiting. And so,
Yeah.
even if you have an opportunity to go capitalize on something, if you're half health yourself, what are you supposed to do about it? And they're kind of biding their time, waiting for it to be safe to do so, and then going in.
Fearless for Dr. Panda. Izanami your hero again. The fuck was must be my dog scratching. I'm eating a pancake, chat. It's a savory pancake. Also, thank you, PSI, for casting.
Of course.
And yeah, thanks for answering the call. It was unexpected, so it's kind of last minute. So it's even bigger props, and I appreciate it. I could attempt. Okay, so used to be a person named Osman. Well, I guess they still exist. They just don't exist within LFGS anymore. But they would like solo cast, and I know like Naya has also solo cast, so it is possible. I think. Oh, they want to ban Sombra. Nice. I like these bans, Diva and Sombra. So they're trying to like negate some dive. But yeah, I don't know. I think because I'm doing productions and well, I mean, I guess Osman did all of that too. Maybe one of these days I'll be able to hold down the entire fort. But I like when I have a co-caster and I like to highlight other members of LFGS, and it's just
It's definitely easier, and it also gives a lot of our members a chance to actually go on stream and get to do something that a lot of people feel like they wouldn't have been able to do otherwise.
yeah. I get their feel for it. And People are like, oh, do I have to have experience? No, you just your experience is you don't need any. You just hop in and start yapping and and see what comes out of your mouth and uh
At all, we're all amateurs here.
yes.
And if you're sitting here watching stream and you think you might want to cast as well, hop down into the season 6 tournament and message one of us and we can get you some rolls.
Heck yeah. Ping Mighty Owl or ping out staff and we will definitely hook you up. Would love to have more. I think this year there's less community. Oh, cool. Cool beans. Who are they? I think last year we had more variety of LFGS community casters. This time we're mainly it's Lady. We've had Sir Thomas, which was awesome. And we've had you've been very consistent, PSO, which I really, really appreciate. So we went Lady, swap Lady and Luisio. Luisio. Lady. Then we have KD. KD and Doobie. Make these red spec only. Red spec only. And we're supposed to get Noah for the Saturday match against Hello Kitties versus Fireside Fireflies, which will be a pretty interesting match. Alright, it looks like LD Final Stand, they are ready, and people are moving into the respected VCs, which is good to see. Let me update this hero bands. We have Sombra and Diva. Let's see, Diva, Sombra. Alright, they are ready. And charge into the game.
Traveling to Surabasa.
Also, might I say, Misty, your cat PSI is looking real good. Her fur is looking healthy.
She's slimming down on you?
She is slimming down. She seems to be way more active, but then again, I've never seen her at your place like for an entire day. Oh, did you charge my phone? Thank you. I don't remember. Also, thanks for getting me some candies. Should probably check my mom. See how she's doing in there. She's still at the table? She is still chilling at the table. Okay. That's fine. That's good. Okay, looks like we have Omega Doggo. Yes, Omega Doggo is on the Wrecking Ball. It's a really solid map for Wrecking Ball. Lots of things to grapple onto, slam, looks great. Okay, Odin boy, you can't be up here.
4, 3, 2, 1.
No. Alright. Oh my gosh.
Alright, looks like some very different comps. We're gonna have a full dive
Versus
from LD versus more of a
brawl poke.
sort of brawl.
Am I on third person? It's hard to tell when ball is in ball form if I'm in third person or first person. Oh, they see KD already, and KD's gonna get picked off. Like, wow, talk about really good scouting coming from Omega Doggo.
That's definitely one of those risky trades because it will be the hardest for KD to live through this comp that LD is running. But you catch the right person in a trap, and it can just be an easy kill.
Yeah. Now, I do see a Moira. That's something you really like on this map.
Yeah, Moira's definitely good on this map in particular. And I think, too, if you're having any issues with living or if you just want that little bit of extra mobility without having to run a Lucio, Moira's really solid in these.
Yeah. Now, it looks like Dog Turd is... Oh, Dog Turd is so close to dying, but...
So low. I was expecting the death there.
Yeah.
That's a great pocket by the supports.
Yeah.
Now, we'll see if they're able to maintain that, because that was something that I was talking about after we watched Antarctica. Now that we're running an Echo from LD Final Stand, hitting that 50% mark gets kind of scary.
Yes, it does. Because any fight that goes on a little too long, next thing you know, it's 99. how much time left. Oh, Skeleton, a little bit of scary. Oh, great job, KD, picking off Infer. That's actually huge. And Skella gets a Scalman. Looks like this Junkrat's working out. I mean, yeah, okay, KD did get picked off first fight, but like since then, KD's just been popping up. I mean, got Omega Dog deleted the fight before, and that's basically what gave a lot of good space for Izanami.
It's probably one of those feast or famine picks when it comes to this particular matchup.
Yeah. Now Lamp is already burned. Skella has to use shift, and they're just gonna die here because Skeleton is able to force out all the cooldowns. And yeah. When Izanami is almost able to get it to 9-9, looks like they'll be able to.
Very close.
So we have good ults coming on board for both teams, so it's gonna be which team is coming up with a good plan.
Yeah, and their LD is definitely going after Skella here. That being one of the easier picks to get in this comp. I'd like to see some more peel or some more pressure coming in.
Pulse gets out
It's
and
a great pick by Dog Turds.
Yes. Oh, but Skella gets picked off from Omega Doggo and Infer. All both supports down from Izanami, and looks like Infer is just doing your classic Moira thing and sucking people off.
Classic Moira. And it is only going to get scarier as this fight goes on, because as soon as you hit that second perk on Moira, an orb is 25% reduction in healing. You stack that with the damage boost from being under 50% with the Echo, and you can burn someone really fast, even in Orisa.
Yeah, I think that is perk number 1. I end up accidentally picking perk number 2, which like I think gives more heals. But yeah, Moira is just the perks in the games have really refreshed. Oh, we have Rush coming out, which is great. And Juno to match the Rush.
Huge Juno ult. They need to go play in it. Okay, there we go.
Oh, great spear from Dog Turds. Oh my gosh, absolutely sent Batman
It is
back
even.
to their
I'd like to see them burn Doggo when they run in like that.
They're trying, but there's a lot of other squishies on board, and great picks coming off. Oh. And looks like KD got picked off on this fight, but it's still pretty even. And looks like Izanami gets the cap, which is fantastic.
They do. We kind of need. I know there's some low people, but it could still go either way. I was gonna say I'd like to see LV back, but they may actually have a good advantage here.
Yeah, especially when both supports are down.
Yeah, at this point we need Dog Turds to run. Now's your time to run.
Oh, they almost killed Skella. Oh, but Yucatan gets Scalman. And oh my gosh, Omega Doggo just doing ballin' is what we call that. Okay, so for re-engage, it looks like Izanami doesn't really have any ults on board, so they're just gonna have to play a little bit slow and hopefully bait out some ults in order to re-engage in a fight. But this comp is very hard to walk on.
They definitely will. It's gonna depend how they can do with the ults, because you eat pulse and it's gone.
Right. Oh, great trap from KD. Oh, and mines are. Oh, the lamp. This room is so scary. That follow up. Oh my gosh. I get
they have one more touch.
Yeah. I think they can. They're building up to horse ult. That's more for, I guess, to hold down point, but they are slower characters. I think Yucatan's gonna have to touch.
They're gonna have to, and you can tell LD's plan here is just to stall them long enough for the point to not cap.
Right.
Unfortunately, Yuki
isn't gonna touch it off.
Go in.
Well, it looks like Batman's gonna. Looks like both supports from LD Final Center are gonna have their ult, which is gonna be great for next fight. And Izanami's just gonna need a backup. I like the javelin. Give a little more breathing space. I'm surprised they haven't gotten Brig. I don't know. I really like Brig. I think Brig would be a decent pick. Maybe to negate a little more from the ball. Ooh, now it looks like Izanami is stacking up on almost 5 ults. So they're gonna have to play, have a good strategy to not burn all their ults. Wait. We have 2 ults on board. Oh, Tire's looking for somebody. Oh, they see Batman. Oh, Batman gets out somehow. Crazy. And it's just a cleanup fight for LD. Oh my god, that Tracer from Fearless living on that like 50 HP, 25 HP life. So it looks like Batman and from Final Stand, they still have their ultimate, which is actually pretty poggy. It'll be great for this next engage, and Skullman has their copy. It'll be interesting to see who they copy. Copy seems like they got
Copy
forced a
just
little.
to live.
Yeah, I mean, not terrible.
Oh, it's definitely the right choice to make.
Yeah. Oh, but they get noon. No way, and they get a pick too. Wow, I mean,
They all come down to this last fight.
Ooh, and it just... There's just so many different angles that Izanami has to cover, and it's just almost... It's, like, impossible. Even if Larissa has their shield, like, everyone's super mobile from LD Final Stand, and it's hard to bunker down because then you get surrounded by every single corner. Now, it looks like Katie's gonna try to touch it. Oh, and they... Oh, just missed it.
Don't quite make it.
Yeah. Good attempt.
Yeah, realistically, all they can do in this matchup is just try to absorb that dive when they try to jump in on them. And they're struggling to be able to do that. Now, it's not easy to do.
No, it's definitely not
especially
easy.
when there's so many different high grounds on these kinds of maps that you can play with. But
yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. I feel like watching a Mega Doggo makes me want to go back into like aim trainer. It's inspiring to see such good accuracy. Let's see. Bio break anyone? 5 minutes if so. Also, if we do bio break, do you think I have time to let this little critter go pee? That's all I do. I did close all the blinds. Well, almost all the blinds. Thank you for closing those. Okay, now we're waiting to see. Yes, please. Okay. Be all right. Bio break. Be back by math 5. That's 9:08. 9:08 p.m. All right, chat. Let's see if I can take this dog to go potty real quick. Come on, guys. Let's go potty. Oh, while we're on bio break, let me just show you guys the maps. You don't have to just stare at like empty screens. So bio break. This is the map pool that is not, or that LFGS is running off of for this tournament. Oh, I gotta mute my mic. Yeah, when I'm leaving. All right, chat. I gotta mute my mic. Hello, chat. We're back. All right. You're all right. While they're picking map, tell me, tell me about it. Yeah. So that comp that Last Disaster Final Stand played was nasty. Like super hyper mobile, lots of cooldowns and able to escape. A lot of sustain too. I mean, I don't think any of their characters were like, cause what? 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 Can I not do this? What? What? You're just jealous I can multitask. Dude, I was
Looks like we're going to be running Circuit Royale.
Okay. I was coughing and I didn't want to, Okay, Circuit Royale. Y'all, how long does it take to get rid of a cough? This is so annoying. Circuit Royale. Okay, LD Final Stand. Your hero. How can they ban Widow? Attack or defense? Your hero ban. Okay, looks like they want attack. Izanami. And this is LD Final Stand. Red spec. Blue spec. Blue spec. Red spec. Red spec. Blue spec. Red spec. Oh, okay. Please have patience with me. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Who are we looking for? LD Final Stand. Your here. Okay. What? Fearless for Bath Strike. Fearless for Basket. Balthursket. Izanami, your lineup. Okay, so we have some hero bans. They've got the ban of Widow, and we have the ban of Ball. Swaps are Dog KD. Dog KD. And then we have Doobie for Lady. So we want Lady in? Lady. Lady and Acio. I think dog stays. Blue spec only. Dog for Doobie. Dog for Doobie. Did I do that right? Right? Dog for Doobie. So, oh, I didn't do that. Oh. Sweet. Alright, our teams. Alright, scoreboard is now. Oh wow, you driving already? Brum, brum, brum. Okay, looks like LD Final Stand, they are ready. Looks like Izanami is also ready. Alright, we are going in chat.
Welcome to Circuit Royale.
Okay, we're here, chat. Alright, so it looked like Izanami banned the ball. I think that's a good choice. I know Sig can be really oppressive on this map as well. I don't think we've seen LD Final Stand. I don't think we've seen their Sigma gameplay yet. And
Well, in a few seconds we'll see, but I'm kind of expecting to see Yuki roll out on the Widow here, and they definitely don't want ball
oh
if they're
shit.
going to attempt to run that whole map.
Shit. My bad, chat. LOL. NA host here. Okay, so I think I have to like go back into the lobby, do the sets, bands, all. Well, Widowmaker was banned, so we're not gonna see Widow. And then Wrecking Ball is also banned. So we have Widowmaker, Wrecking Ball. Thank you all for your patience. R. Very talkative, LD Final Stand. Okay, so I actually did enable, thank you, and Doobie for. Okay. Yes, I do have Widow and Wrecking Ball. Alright, let's see if Izanami are. Okay, we are officially going in. Thanks, chat, for your patience on that one. That one was totally on me. Okay, now we're moving people around again because last disaster, Final Stand, they want to be on attack. Three goes here.
Ready for battle.
Oop, that's not what I wanted. I hear a Farah. How exciting. You ready, PSI? Okay. Oh my god, come on.
5.
There we go. Alright, so we got... Oh, they want to pause. Third pause for LD final stand. Okay, looks like we have a pause going on. Alright, chat, looks like last disaster final stand can't figure out what they want. Alright. Pauses are 3 minutes long. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to double check that rule book while they're chatting in chat. I keep jumping from 80 to 100. I'm trying again. Hold. Let's look at this rule book. Rule book. Prize pool, hero band, streaming, regular match, playoffs. Okay. hmm Looks like we have in for DCing. There will LD final stand be using another pause? Okay. So, this is the rules on pauses. So it says teams are allowed to have 5 pauses per match, each pause being a maximum of 3 minutes. If a team needs more time, and then another pause will be utilized. Teams are allowed to give their pauses to opposing teams if they choose so. Pauses should only be used in emergency scenarios like mic not working, mouse died, phone call, IRL scenarios, etc. Looks like we have info back. Looks like we have Infer who's joined the lobby. Um, there was a DC, so technically teams are allowed to swap players in between maps, but not in the middle of rounds, with the exception of a disconnection. So technically, if Infer wasn't able to make it back, uh, then LD Final Stand could allow another player to take their place. But if that does happen, then it's only one qualifying player swap for the rest of the match. So that means if they have another DC, this means they can't make any more swaps, and the team has to play for 4v5 or potentially forfeit the map. Okay, this is Alrighty, looks like we're having Dr. Panda in for Infer. Dr. Panda. Go back. Alright. Alright, so it looks like LD Final Stand has utilized their one qualifying player to swap in. We'll hit them with the R Izanami and LD Final Stand. Alright, it looks like Last Disaster Final Stand is ready. Okay, it looks like Izanami's also ready, so I'm going to unpause. We'll get this match started. Winnable, PSI, winnable!
Definitely still winnable. The very different comps we're seeing them roll out on.
Uh-huh. Oh, one's going full on dive. I like that. And the other one's like, so Izanami's on a traditional, not really traditional, but it's on a poke comp.
The barrier's weakened. Barrier has been overwhelmed.
Dr. Panda in a little sketchy position. Oh my god. I hope Dr. Panda gets punished for that. If I played like that, you yell at me.
Unfortunately, Izanami playing pretty split here. They should be able to burn Doggo for even thinking about jumping in.
Yeah. I mean, you think with the Torbjorn and the... It's pretty oppressive.
They're in a very good position to just absorb the dive. They don't really need to do anything special. They don't need to go off on all these angles and separate themselves from each other. Their strength's going to be
Oh my god, this is absolutely...
sitting back and absorbing.
Yeah, okay, genius. I just saw...
Actually genius.
Did you see Omega Doggo taking damage from the turret in order to...
It's a great way to work up that ult charge. Now we see Dr. Panda at 80% already.
Yeah! Absolutely genius. Wow, that's like IQ 200 right there. Oh my god. Here comes in the dive. Lady has to survive that, which they are, and... Now Dr. Panda already has their nano in. I think they're gonna nano in the Winston, and Stella has to force their lamp, and it's just kind of over. Ooh, this dive is very oppressive. Can Torb cancel his turret?
Torb can pull down the turret.
Okay.
Let's keep it moving.
I think that was a really good combo from...
Unfortunately, something you commonly don't think about when you're waiting on your respawn.
Right. Coffee's in from Stallman. Well, it looks like Yuki's gonna mark that. Oh? Yuki a little AFK? Oh, man.
It's unfortunate they're having a hard time absorbing that dive, because it was only two of them that jumped in. Maybe a little more focus fire to bring them down.
Yeah. Well, and the thing with so unfortunately Doobie just has to play slow while their backline stabilizes the dive, and I think that's something that we saw. Oh, we got Flux coming in, but unfortunately Skellman finishes off Doobie, and the Flux unfortunately can't get anything. But yeah, when you talk about absorbing the dive, it looked like also on Servasa, Izanami was struggling to absorb the dive. And granted, that dive was a lot more oppressive.
It definitely was. It's interesting swaps, too, because Torb basically is Reaper. And we see them swapping off for the Reaper.
I feel like Reaper's gonna have a little bit harder time. I guess maybe Reaper's just there to mark off the Winston, not necessarily kill him, but... Ooh.
The Reaper, I guess to my point, the Reaper can mark that Winston, but Torb's shotgun is basically Reaper. And on top of that, you have Overload, which gives you shields, which is even harder for a Winston to go through. So you just position your turret on the off angle, and you can deal a whole lot of... You can make the game down almost unplayable for the Winston.
Yeah, that's
if you
very
do
true.
it right. Combo that with a little blue beam, you can melt him every time he jumps in.
Yeah, I know, I like the Curie pick from Skella to try to cleanse those nades that are coming out, and I like
To cleanse
doing...
the nades, but also just to stay alive.
Now there's a Zen just kind of chilling far left, or far right side, and they're able to get out. Doobie trying to stabilize. I like the shield, and oh, Skit was able to get a good pick off of Lady, and it's just a... Yucatan's able to get 2, but it's just not gonna be enough. And that is some very well coordinated dives, I would say, from LD final stand.
Initiating match.
See, problem is, like, I probably would have kept Thorm just because it's like a second, like it's like a 0.5 player. But I
Yeah.
do respect the Reaper though.
Yeah, I definitely understand the Reaper swap. A lot of people are uncomfortable playing Torb too, because he's sort of seen as a meme hero a lot of the time. But he actually is very strong against a Winston dive.
Yeah, I definitely think Torb was like one of those, what was it called, dark horses? You just... No, that's not the right word. He's a character that you don't think about, but does have a lot of pop-up potential.
Definitely does. It can be difficult to angle to hit the long range shots consistently, but on a map like Circuit, where really you're just playing your lanes and you can aim at a corner and don't stop firing, it makes it a little bit easier to play a hero like Torb.
Right.
1. Attackers incoming.
Okay.
Stop the payload.
We doing so. Been sticking on the Pharah. You did say Anna's job is to poke at the Pharah here and there.
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh, great sleep coming from Batman. They missed the nade though.
Especially when here, where it's a little more difficult for some of their other heroes to deal with the Pharah.
Yeah. Oh, and Doobie's gonna get out of mech. I guarantee you they're probably gonna stagger the baby diva. Oh, maybe not. Scalaman just instant deletes with a full set of stickies. And Res comes off for Doobie. It's good to see that Doobie gets back into mech. Now, on paper, Pharah Mercy is pretty nice and deadly. But I know if it's just Pharah versus an Echo, usually Echo wins those duels. And Doobie's trying to make space, but oh man, absolutely gets hard focused right there, and there's just not much you can do. Yucatan's trying to find some value, but oh, it is just so difficult. What a rock coming from a Mega Doggo.
Yeah, I really just like to see. I mean, this comp that they're running can work. I'd just like to see a little bit of a playstyle difference. I mean, realistically, if you're running this pharmacy, you have to get on the Ana Zen. That is your goal: is get on the Ana Zen and survive the Echo in the meantime. I'd like to see them go over the roof. It looks like they might have finally
looks like
made
trying
that decision.
to. Yep. Oh, they get the barrage off of Batman,
that's
and
exactly what we're looking for right there.
Nice.
Now it should just be cleanup. The Echo's half. I'd like
Ooh.
to see them go in. We have the
Skelman
Pharah
copies the Pharah, and oh, good job, Yucatan. And also Mercy Pocket from Luisio. That's fantastic to see. But unfortunately, during that barrage, the Izanami lost two.
Well, so they have to take this fight right now.
Yeah.
The supports are about to be back.
Ooh.
It's a huge lift. Oh, and
Great,
a huge
gets
rock to follow
yeah,
up on it.
great cancel. Good job on Doobie. I like this rush down main. It gives them a lot more breathing space as Izanami to fight. A break shield. Chiseling down Omega Doggo, which they are very low. Nice pick. Good team focus on that. looks like Scum's gonna have to slightly disengage there. They're poking Doobie, getting some chip damage coming off. Land some stickies. Oh, not gonna be able to secure the kill, and good job on Batman. Oh, oh no, Luisio! Yeah. Oh wait, I think you might be muted.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let's say my mic wasn't picking you up. I was looking at the... I don't know how long that's been. LOL. Hopefully not too long.
The good lift by Ubi.
Oh yeah. Very, very good lift.
And now we need to make sure we don't fall into the same trap as before. They have the upper hand, the tank's gone, don't go in too hard and lose your players in the meantime.
Right.
They can will them down in this.
Good nade coming off. Great cleanse coming from Skella. And looks like Skella's going to have another Kitsune, which will be very vital in order to cap this point. Ooh. Lots of ults coming out, and they have time. They have time. Izanami does to cap this. Oh. The ults. Now, I mean, I think Izanami should...
Luisio needs to be shooting at them. You have to give him an incentive to kill you.
True, true.
Run at that Zen with your crystal blasting.
Right. Gotta pull out that pistol. Pew, 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 pew. So, good job on Izanami. They made LD Final Stand like burn quite a few ults. And we have here Izanami able to have 3 ults on board. I mean, Mercy's a little more like mid-fight, early fight engage.
It's a great survival tool, if anything.
Great pocket coming in, and oh my god, these rocks are just gnarly. Something Keegs would be proud of seeing. Oh, Luisio has to run in order to find somebody else. Ooh, the purple comes in, and Doobie just gets absolutely deleted. I mean, when you get discorded, naded. Kind of want to know what Omega Doggo's like rock accuracy is. Them boulders are crumbling. Izanami left and right. But let's see. So Skalman has their ultimate. I'd like to see how what they're gonna use that. Where do I find them? There we go. Skalman, good cleanse. I like the cleanse of the stickies. Looks like we're gonna copy. Oh no, we get the Pharah instead. Good shield. Lift comes out. Great Suzu to live. Oh, but Lady's gonna die here. Tough fight. Lucio just gets picked off here. And you know, Skalman never used their ult, but tough fight for Izanami on that one. They almost capped it though. Ooh, Batman!
Love to see a Zen play the game.
You are a Zen lover.
Especially on such a great Zen map like this one.
Look at these angles. I like this high ground, far enough distance. I think that was great distance.
And good target priority. You'll see he prioritized all the squishies that were pushed into the team before going after the tank.
Right. Alright, this will be the last map. Izanami, your map pick. So the next map pick is going to be a push map, and they've already banned ball, so it's going to be a bit tough to see. Maybe with a little bit of coaching and some pep talk, maybe they can survive the dive. Okay, one thing I really love about Izanami is that they're very well coordinated. So meaning that their icons are all the same, their skins are all the same. They do the spark skin, and it's just super adorable. Okay. They want New Queen Street. Okay. Maps, none. New Queen Street. Alright. Your hero ban. Alright, chat, what do we got here? Close that out, close that out. Any more chatters? Farah sitting in a corner, DC, and she's alive. Yeah! Oh, they want Cole Cassidy. Okay, Izanami, your hero ban. Cassidy, they're banning the good chaos. Chaos, chaos. Good to see you back. Stabilizes. Okay. Aura made him invisible. True, random greens, true. Well, made them invisible. Is it that or the game? It is stabilizing, but it's not down. Gotcha. Cat hugs. Playable, but not great. Okay, we're banning Cassidy. Let me go back over to the stream and write Cassidy down. Cass. Okay, they want Fearless in. Fearless, fearless, fearless. And N for Dr. Panda. Okay. Alright, now we're just waiting on a hero ban and then okay, can you please swap Doobie and Lady? Let's see. Oh, Doobie, Lady. We get dog. KD. Blue spec only, blue spec only. Is that right? Okay, so and then did they tell me what hero they're looking for? Izanami your hero ban. They banned Kiri. Alright, we got the Kiri ban. Kiri go. Kiri go, Kiri go, Kiri go. Kiri, 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 Kiri. This is all in alphabetical order. I need my co-caster. You cannot has. Not this round. Our teams. Alright, we got the ban of the Curie. Okay. Then scoreboard goes like that. Okay. Alright. LD final stand is ready. We're gonna really know PSI real. PSI, they want you in. They're talking about you, PSI.
They want me in. I'll play.
I told them they can't take away my co-caster.
I mean, that means you can have one of them as your co-caster.
Are you ringing for them? Nah. Spelling is hard. PSI, you stay with me. Alright. She locked me in the closet. She locked me in the casting closet. Is Izanami okay? I was like, I don't think I missed the R. Skellman said R, teams R. The Izanami. Okay, looks like Izanami's R. Let's go in, PSI. Last match. Let's see. I'm hoping Izanami might take a map, but it's gonna be real tough. They gotta figure out how to survive LD final stand.
Initiating match.
Okay, we got the Cast Kiri ban.
Ask Kiri. Well, what are we expecting them to roll out on?
I'm expecting Ball, Tracer, Echo, Juno, maybe Lucio?
Maybe I'm thinking we definitely see the brawl coming out from Izanami.
Izanami? Yeah, I could see the Brawl.
Based on the lineup.
Oh, so like a Ramatra. Ooh, we're gonna see.
Run the Queen Com.
Ooh, oh, we got the Sombra. You like Sombra plays. Okay, I was somewhat... Okay, I got the Ball correct, I got the Juno correct, and I got the Tracer correct, so... I knew what I was doing some good prediction.
Yep. Sombra and Moira are both pretty solid on this map. I think a lot of the time we'd probably recommend Anna over the Moira, but they've had enough trouble surviving against the Ball comp. They're probably expecting that it makes sense to run the Moira here.
Yes, yeah. Now, I'm excited to see the Sombras duel it out. I mean, you say a good Sombra knows where the other Sombra's hiding. Hack us out. Sombra's on the bus.
Interesting, too, to see neither one of them went straight for the Megas.
I guess maybe going after heroes is more important for them. Ooh, Dog Turd is so low. Oh, and KD gets Omega Doggo, which is fantastic.
Definitely fantastic. But it depends on your plan here, too. If you're expecting the Ball comp, you really do want to take those Megas away.
Oh, yeah, so Ball can't, like, roll and heal. And also takes the heals from the Tracer as well.
And same thing from LD. You want to ensure that you have those Megas for yourself.
Yeah. Now, Luiso's doing a great job at marking this Tracer. I mean, it's basically... Oh! Ooh, good try. But yeah, I was saying, it's typically Lucio's job to mark off any flankers. It's not the glorious job. Now, LD Final Stand, they're just doing a cleanup fight right now, and Dog is trying to contest the point. I think that's a good contest. There's a point where you want to die on Kevin, the robot, or there's a point where you just want to fall back. It's pretty early right now, so...
We had some good kills from Dog, and we see, too, so Yuki took the main Mega.
Oh, no. Yeah.
In the room on the side. Unfortunately, dropping a little early. I don't think anyone has the underneath Mega at the moment.
Gotta go.
Okay, let's see what... No, oh my gosh. Both Omega Doggo and Skellman have their own. Fearless is almost close to their pulse. Oh, great hat coming out. But doesn't... Mind her, Skellman picks off KD, that's a bit unfortunate. looks like we're just it looks like Izanami's. Oh, good pick from Dog Turds. Oh, nice. I like that knife. Oh, Batman's trying to survive, and they do. I mean, good peel from Infer to support their Brigitte.
Mm-hmm. We're seeing some really good picks from LD. I'd like to see Izanami play a little more together because LD is basically deciding who's not playing the dog turd, and they run after that person.
Yeah, they're very good at just chipping away. Oh, and yeah, like you said,
And then at the end, when everyone's dead, they go back and they get dog turd.
Right.
So I'd like to see them play closer. Because Junker Queen can put out some huge damage. I'd like to see them be able to capitalize on
it, yeah. I could almost see having a ball as well. Might say, oh, good EMP coming out. They get the Brig, fantastic target priority, and Lucy was able to follow up and kill Infer. Forcing Fearless out, and that was a great EMP coming from Yucatan. Now they can focus on the ball, and okay, a good slight stagger. Great
stagger, but they were contesting the robot, and you really just need to get them freed up.
Right. So I like what you were saying about stacking, because it seemed like Izanami was a bit more closer together, and you could. I feel like there was some good target calling. For a little while, it looked like everyone's shooting at different things.
Yeah, and that's why they survived a bit longer, and they did ultimately win the fight. But even then, we saw they 3 enemies left shooting at all 3 of them. I'd like to see him be a little more decisive. It's a good early pick from Katie.
Yeah. I think this rally's a little too early from Batman. Good beat coming out. Batman is able to survive. Great hack coming out. Mines are out. Doctor's looking for a good opportunity to use their Queen ult, but just may not be it.
We've lost possession of the robot.
Oh no. And this Scalman is just scalping these players. From scalping Izanami, doing a good job at landing the picks.
Definitely good at landing the picks, and for those people that don't play a lot of Sombra, one of her perks is if you're below half, she sees you through the walls. It makes it a whole lot easier to go after those low targets.
Right, yes. Now, Enfer has their ultimate. I do like this ring to speed out the team, hopefully, and Fearless is able to kill that tire. Fantastic. Queen gets a good ult. Enfer's purple, and they're probably gonna die for this. Ooh, yep. Great Queen ult coming from Dog Turds. Now, Skella has their ult, and Yucatan also has EMP. This should be a pretty healthy fight for from Izanami, and they could potentially cancel like 3 ults if they time the EMP right. I've seen like your Sombra's nasty, and you have canceled several ults.
Well, they really need to watch for Scalman. It would be a huge mistake to use the Moira ult while EMP is still available.
Right. Now that is unfortunate from Yucatan. They basically Yucatan took a 2v1 or a 1v2, and unfortunately that's not the most favorable. Good job on Fearless and Scalman. I guess Scalman basically peeled for Fearless.
Yes, and it is good for they may not have won the fight, but it is good for Izanami that the EMP is out now, so they should be free to go in with their coalescence this fight and just watch for the hack.
Yeah, there's a good coalescence. We walk up with kill in for. Oh, look at those target priorities. Fantastic on the support line. Just easy W.
Yep, Skelly got very lucky there, not getting hacked.
System compromised.
Yeah. Wow. Very clean play on that EMP from Izanami. So this is, I think, what you mean by like Izanami definitely has it within them to beat this team. It's gonna take a lot of focus.
They need some more consistency, I think. Just a little bit more consistency and a little more target priority.
Right.
And they could potentially take some maps off of LD.
Right. Yes. No. I totally agree. Ooh, and great knife coming out from Dog Turd. Shouting towards the Juno, trying to get Infer. It's just so elusive with all their mobility. Now it looks like Izanami's gonna have to back up, and we got Fearless of the Falls coming up, and Infer with their ults. We'll see who Fearless wants to stick. Maybe try to force some cooldowns, like a Fade or a Translocator. Now I've seen Infer trying to scout Yucatan because they'll like shoot their bullets to find them. Looks like we have Infer with their ult out. They're gonna kill off KD. And they force out Fade from Skella, and it's just gonna be kind of a cleanup of. Oh, great stick coming out. Stick on the tank. Doesn't kill Dog Turd, but it's gonna. Dog Turd's just trying their best to outlive this. We have EMP coming up. It's not a great
Nice
pick from
little pick
KD.
from
You can get that tracer out of the way. Now Dog Turd does have their ultimate, which is really good. Omega Dog is like super low. Ooh, Skalman gets KD, and I like the Brig pick, forces out Shield Bash. Batman should die here. Oh, but the peel coming from Infer is incredible. Oh, great. Nice coalescence, Bella. Got a entire, getting both DPS from LD Final Stand. Having spawn advantage is so nice.
Definitely is. The team needs to remember KD though. Leaving her alone with the ball is going to put them at a big disadvantage in this next fight.
Yeah. Ooh, you can. Oh no! Oh, you just barely get out. 8 health. Oh, that follow up. I mean, good attempt.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it'll be a 3v5 now. LD's going to bring this one up.
What I'm finding from LD Final Stand is that no one's ever taking a 1v1. It's always a 2v1. It seems like Last Disaster Final Stand that they're able to pair up with each other just so seamlessly, and that helps to win the duels.
Their coordination is pretty solid, and that is the goal: is make the fights as unfair as possible.
Right? Yeah. Ooh, great virus coming from Yucatan, and they have to reload a little bit, but they still get the kill off. And gotta watch out for mines. Oh no! Ooh,
It is a 3v3 now.
Happens to the best of us.
Katie's gonna go down.
Alright, now Dog Turd just has to survive here. They still have Shout.
They have a shot to win this fight.
Yes. They do. And they do win this fight. I think that was a good play, but they're gonna have to survive Batman's rally.
And there's definitely an ult disadvantage between the EMP and rally.
Right.
Whereas Izanami doesn't really have anything on hand at the moment. They're gonna have to hope for an opening pick to turn this into a 4v5.
Yeah, especially with you were saying like EMP plus rally, it's gonna be, and then you have the Juno ult to follow afterwards. Here comes EMP. Ooh. Oh, this might be just a fight cleanup for LD Final Stand. Ooh. Good attempt though from Izanami. And that is a GG's. Tough match, but like, I do agree with you. I don't think it was an absolute just one-sided. I do believe that Izanami put up a fairly good fight against LD Final Stand. I mean, they had some clean team fights, Izanami did. It's just, when you mentioned the consistency, LD Final Stand is much more consistent in the clean team fights. Okay, now let me ask at Kyle. Anyone from your team who would like to interview. Okay, oh my god, my bangs. I'm getting a little oily. Oh, I hear my mama. I'll help her after this. Okay, in caster, the caster VC, I'll drag down a from the team for the interview. Alright, we are waiting to see who would like to be interviewed from LD Final Stand. We recommend Infer. Alright, Infer, let me... Okay, you said I can do the cool thing? Right click on the name, and then what?
Then move to.
Move to...
And use
Oh my gosh! Thank you, PSI. Okay, so PSI has taught me a new thing. I'm so happy. Hello, that is awesome. Okay, so your team has recommended you to be the interviewer for tonight. So basically, say your name, whether it's your BattleNet or your Discord, whatever you feel comfortable with, and then what role you play for the team and how you felt tonight's match went. Also, congratulations on the win.
Thank you, thank you. So luckily my name's on both. I'm Emperor, and I play support, Lex support, so that's my favorite because I get to play all of the best supports.
Ooh, yes.
His
I'm a
best
flag.
role.
I thought,
I'm an enjoyer. Yes.
yes, we thought it would be most beneficial if I did the interview, considering I only disconnected for one round, and I
Okay.
feel like it made an impact in the way that we were playing just from watching it from somebody else streaming it to me.
Yeah.
But I could definitely see we struggled a little bit. We still won.
Mhm.
It definitely changed the flow of how we were playing the game, considering I was not on support like we had planned.
Mhm.
No idea what happened. I was fine now. But the minute I got back on, we started backing up again with our usual team flow, and everybody's communicating really well.
Ah, nice. Yeah. Yeah. I
And we made
definitely.
it very clear to each other that it's like, all right, guys, if we full owe them, this would be like peak for us.
Yeah.
That was the mindset the whole time.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. I can definitely tell the communication. Dive is one of the trickier, more complex comp styles, and I'll define y'all made it look almost effortless. Whenever I was specking somebody, there's always somebody else on the team to follow up or help with the duel, and they never left you like, oh yeah, you can just try to win that duel by yourself. Everyone was peeling for each other, and it was so like incredible to see, and like the communication. There were so many really clean fights, good target priority. uh I mean, the comms must be like, I'm just only guessing, but they must be really really nice, or constant communication, I would think.
The beautiful part about playing with our team is we've run it so often that for
Mhm.
that specific tank lineup, we barely calm. The only person calming is our
Really?
tank, and sometimes supports
Okay.
asking for peel
Yeah.
or calling out certain targets, like who are,
Okay.
oh, so and so's low, and that's it. It's not as much as you would think. But when we play different
Wow.
types of dive, the
Mhm.
calm is constantly. We're calling like cooldowns, we're calling 3-2-1s.
Mm.
It's completely different from how we play other dive comps, and that's what makes it so much fun.
Okay. Yeah, so like the ball for the ball comp for y'all is more comfort, whereas we did see the dive, Winston dive on the circuit. Now I think that's where you ended up having to be subbed out.
Yeah.
But I'm presuming, so Winston's that dive comp is one where you guys are like uh calming more amongst each other about cooldowns.
Yeah,
Okay.
we do
Okay.
play the Winston dive a lot. It's just one
Mhm.
of our more difficult ones because of how
Mm.
cooldown based it is. Whereas with
Yeah.
the ball comp, it's more so making sure everybody's looking at the same person, but both rules apply. It's just less
Mhm.
cooldown based.
Yeah, I found that with the ball comp, there seems to be a lot more sustain because every character has just mobility to get out and live. Whereas with the Winston, it's very much you got to coordinate that when the nade goes in, when Winston jumps in, when the stickies land. Um, yeah, compared, but wow, that is it's so so. I've also seen in the chat from the tournament that Last Disaster Final Stand versus Fireside Fireflies. I've seen some heated kind of gesturing
Ugh.
and posturing amongst each other. Want to elaborate on that one?
It is fated to happen once again.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really good that we actually got to play against each other fairly in bracket, considering it was
Mm,
tough. It definitely felt, tooth and nail. And to know that
mhm,
we will more than likely be going up against each other in like semifinals, finals, it is
mhm,
exhilarating because we find it um whenever it's just mechanical mistakes that we make and that's what causes us to
mhm.
lose, it hurts because it's just like, oh, we just need to be better at the thing that we're
Right.
doing. But when we lose
Mm,
because there is just a really good team up against us, that is so
yeah.
much more exciting because then we get to like pinpoint like, okay, what's wrong
Mhm,
here, what's wrong here, what's not working,
mhm.
can we try this? And that's what we do in our scrims, is we
Right.
go back and we look at matches that we did in the past and wonder why didn't this work,
Mhm.
etc., etc.
Wow, I
Makes going up
love that
against
mentality.
fireflies, it's just so exciting because it's like,
Yeah.
yes, yes, can we
They're the
learn
ones that
from our mistakes?
yeah, they're the ones that are really gonna challenge. That's so exciting to hear. I do agree with you. It is when you're getting like mechanically diffed, it's like okay, yes, you're absolutely right. There's not much to do, but like I guess grind the aim labs. But when it comes to just like team synergy and play and compositions, I'm sure with the coach too that probably allows coaches to kind of give more insight on like how to play better as a team versus just yeah just hit your shots or something like that. So.
Yeah. And
Hmm.
it's good hearing all that. And as the support, it's wonderful knowing that I've gotten to a place with my teammates where I
Mm,
can tell when someone's about to go do something. Historically, I've been able
mm,
to tell whenever our tank is about to call for a nano or about to go in for a play
yeah.
because I don't know how to explain it, but I just know it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's almost like when teams get super well synergized, it's like everyone has these spidey senses and you just know. And yeah,
Yes.
that's so cool to hear. Well, I am super excited to see you and your team continue on. Currently, you guys are second seed overall in the 16 team uh, tournament. So as of right now, I mean, you guys are definitely guaranteed for the playoffs. So we are excited to see more matches pan out. And is there any final words, PSI, do you want to add or say?
Not any more questions, but I mean, we saw some great maps from y'all tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how things go. We only have one more week before we start going into more of our finals
Oh
matches. So it'll be
my
good to see it
goodness.
start heating up.
Yeah.
We are coming for you, Fireside. We are
You're
coming
the.
for you.
I'm gonna clip that. I'm gonna tag them specifically. Well, great job. Enjoy your victory. It was a pleasure getting to cast
Yes.
you and your team. And until then, GG's.
GG. We
Hmm.
love just watching these matches
Uh,
as well, so we'll totally be
yeah.
watching tomorrow's because it's just fun.
Oh, heck yeah. I mean, hey, so when you watch it, you get to learn a lot of like insight from the team.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's great. I think that's also great strategy too, and also provides support for like the LFGS community. So, thank you
We
as
love our
well.
peoples. Might see
Yeah.
my name in the chat.
Heck
Have a great
yeah.
night, guys.
You too. Good night, GG's. Congrats.
Good night, GG. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, what a lovely that was that was a great interview. I'm not saying that I like when teams are willing and able to send someone over to interview and um the energy was awesome from Infer.
For sure.
Yes.
Well, we have one thing left for the
Yes.
evening, and that's who are our MVPs going to be.
Who are MVPs? Oh my goodness. Let's start with
Let start with Izanami. I think.
yeah, I agree. Because, okay, I will say Izanami, so even though it was a 5-0, we definitely saw very clean fights here and there. And that's something that we can hopefully see in future. And I think if they, hopefully they'll make it to playoffs. I think they will. They're doing good. This is a very tough matchup for them. So, oh man, I like the support line, but I'm also a support player, so I'm really, really biased to that. Um, I,
I can probably make that a little easier for you then, because I was looking at both Skella and KD as our potentials for the
mm,
evening. So if you're liking the support line, that might be a double vote for Skella.
yeah, I did see in chat during stream, someone was like, "Oh man, Skella's doing the most, like having to do a lot to keep the team alive." But I also agree. I'm like Katie. I mean, Katie on Junkrat was nasty.
On
Was
Junk, there were quite
fantastic.
a few fights where there were opening picks off of a trap, and that can make the difference in these
Right.
fights.
Well, and like on Servasa, I think they Katie like won a few of the like um not a few, like a majority of the team fights because they were able, like you said, initial picks and then follow-up picks too. So I think, and Katie had some good walls as well when they were playing the May. Um, oh man, I think Scale.
It's always tough having to pick.
Yeah. Uh, Part of me's like we got. Well, I don't know. We can give.
If you're feeling the support line, let's run it down to Skella on
Well,
this one.
okay. I definitely say support. Just I say only support because I am very biased to support, and I have. I mean, I would recognize that.
Especially that flex support position.
Yes, that flex support. There's a lot of versatility that that Scala showed tonight, keeping the team alive, attempting to do their best. But I also really liked the Junkrat from Katie. Oh man, this is hard to choose. All right, we're going with Scala then for MVP.
Run it for
Run it
Skella.
for Scala. All right. So now for LD final stand, who do we want? There were
LD final stand. It's also tough on this one. I mean, we saw a lot of good plays from basically everybody on the team. Everyone had some pop off moments.
yes. Yes, for sure. So I know like Scalman, very great on the Echo. I believe Scalman was also the Somber player, which they did very good. Omega Doggo, fantastic. The support line did really good. I mean, Enver's Juno is incredible. Like very good sustain, ability to peel for their Brigitte, ability to peel for their Ana. I mean, Batman's Ana was crazy good. We saw some fantastic nades, like, and then you have Fearless on the Tracer, and um, we did see a little bit of swap in from Skit, but
You know, I think I'm down to 2 on this one as
you
well. And
are.
again, we saw some good plays from everybody, but there can only be one MVP.
There can only be one MVP.
I saw 2 players
Uh-huh.
consistently popping off on all the maps, and that's going to have to come down to Omega Doggo. We were seeing so many
Omega
good
Doggo.
tank plays, especially on Kings. We saw how fast those shatters were coming up with those fire strikes.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, and I think it showcased really well on New Queen Street,
Mm-hmm.
Scalman was on top of people, making it very difficult to get any kind of plays. If they split off at all, they were on them.
Yeah. Well, so Inver did say that like when they're on their ball comp, it's basically Omega Doggo doing most of the communication to the team, which is a lot on our shoulders when it comes to playing tank. I have been there as a tank player, so a lot of respect. Oh man, but I mean, the team did so well at following through. I mean, like a tank can make space, but if you don't have a team to follow up, then there's like doesn't do much. So like, I kind of this is really tough to pick. I do like their supports did good, and Infer did. I think Infer did
They
phenomenal.
did play very well.
Yeah, to keep everybody up and alive, and the patience it took to not just insta burn cooldowns. Oh, oh, do we do the tank or do we do the DPS player? Are we balling? Are we Reinhardt?
Either way, to me, we saw both of them playing very well.
Yeah, yeah. I mean I mean so like Omega Doggo would make the engage and then everybody else would follow up and we just saw consistency from Scalman too. Yeah, just ooh.
I mean, if you can't decide, always a decent rule of thumb. Give some love to your tanks holding the torch of having to play that role.
That is true. That is so true. Okay. All right. You make a very, very valid point. All right, Omega Doggo, you are getting MVP for your Team LD final stand. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It is such a pleasure, and we look forward to seeing you guys next, well, hopefully tomorrow. Oh, yeah, it will be tomorrow. Yes, we'll see you guys tomorrow. But thank you so much. Until next time, GG's. Thank you, PSI, as well.